Shalom, Yesharala. First and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rachah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to those Akim that's preach the word in all truth and sincerity, along with the Israelite foreigner brothers that are like the heathens. But the line of outside goes back to the nation of Israel, which the nation of Israel, are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans through the prophecies and curses of Deuteronomy 28 chapter and throughout the Bible. This will be your call or mop of the lesson. And on today's lesson will be entitled The Heavenly Father and the Son are two different entities. You know, as I say, the Heavenly Father Yahweh and his only begotten Son Yahweh Shai, whom the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ, which they are so-called black men with white woolly hair, you know. So I just wanted to go into it and Lord willing, brothers and your sisters out there be edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemel Shai, you know. And I looked up that word entity. We go to the second definition. It says existence, being, you know. So there are two. It's a separation between the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai. They are two different beings, you know. And that brings you to the first precept in the book of Proverbs, chapter 30 and verse 4. It says, who have ascended up into heaven or descended, who have gathered the wind in his fist, who have bound the waters in a garment, who have established all the ends of the earth. What is his name and what is his son's names, if thou canst tell? And right, and as my buddy I was up from my camp always say, you know, it's like it's like the question is like in a riddle form, you know. So the name of the Heavenly Father, the name of the Heavenly Father name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, you know. And when you go to St. John 17, I just gotta, list the priests are gonna go into, to prove that, because Christians say that, the Son is the Father. Well, no, that's incorrect, because Yahweh Shai was created by the Heavenly Father Yahweh. In fact, Yahweh Shai was the first spirit created. You know, it says that, talks about that in Colossians, the first chapter. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Yeah. Um, this is talking about Yahweh Shai, Colossians 1 and 15. It says, who is an image of the visible power, the firstborn of every creature. Right. So Yahweh Shai was the firstborn of every creature. He was the very first spirit created by the Heavenly Father Yahweh. You know, verse 16 says, for by him, by Yahweh Shai, were all things created that are in heaven and that are in earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities, which are demons, or powers. All things were created by him and for him. And right. So, Yahweh Shai is the firstborn of every creature. He was the very first spirit created. Yahweh Shai was the very first spirit created by the Heavenly Father Yahweh. you know. Now let's go to St. John 17 and 1. It reads, these words spake Yahweh Shai and lifted up his eyes to heaven and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify thy Son, that thy Son also may glorify thee. And right. So if Yahweh Shai is the Father, why would he pray to himself? It makes sense. He was praying, Yahweh Shai was praying to the Heavenly Father Yahweh. So this precept alone proves that, there are two different entities, man. Let's go to St. John chapter 3 and verse 35. It says, the Father loved the Son and have given all things into his hand, man. Let's go to, and that's self-explanatory. Now let's go. Now when Yahweh Shai, when he was on the cross, he made this statement, Matthew 27:46, it says, And about the ninth hour, Yahushua cried with a loud voice, saying, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, that is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? And in Hebrew is Alayah, which is the prophet Elijah's name in the Hebrew, Alayah, which means my God or my power. So that's what Yahushua said when he was on the cross. Why? That is to say, my God, why hast thou forsaken me? Because Yahushua, he felt forsaken because, he felt like that his father, forsook him, when he was on the cross, man. Because he had to deal with all of Israel's sins and his sins when he was Solomon, you know, because, Yahushua, he didn't sin when he was Yahushua, but he sinned in his past life when he was Solomon because Yahushua was Solomon in his past incarnation, you know. And so this another piece to prove that, um, that's two separate entities. Yahushua was crying to the Heavenly Father Yahweh, you know. It says, now let's prove that because in Daniel 7 and 9, it talks about the Heavenly Father Yahweh, that he's the Ancient of Days. No one created the Heavenly Father, you know. Let's go to Daniel 7 and verse 9. It says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, which the thrones represents the kingdoms, you know. It says, and the Ancient of Days did sit, which is the Most High Yahweh, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. And right, the wheels represent the chariot. So the Heavenly Father Yahweh is known as the Ancient of Days, because he's older than days himself, the Most High Yahweh. The Most High Yahweh created days, so he created everything, man. You know. Now Yahweh Shai is known as the Alpha and Omega. You know, in Revelation 1 and verse 8, it says, I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. And that's to say, Alpha and Omega are, Greek words. Alpha means beginning and Omega means ending. Saith the Lord, which is and which was and which is to come, the Almighty. And right, you know. And let's go to the blue letter real quick. Go to the blue letter. Just look at the word just for edification's sake. Revelation 1 and 8. So alpha, the Greek word, alpha, means first letter of the Greek alphabet. Yahweh Shai is the alpha to indicate that he is the beginning and the end. So alpha means beginning, the first letter of the alphabet, Because remember we brought out earlier, Yahweh Shai was the first spirit created, the firstborn of every creature. Now Omega, let's look up Omega. It says the last letter in the Greek alphabet, the last. So Yahweh Shai is the first and the last, That term does imply to the Heavenly Father Yahweh because the Heavenly Father Yahweh created Yahweh Shai. So Yahweh Shai has a beginning, but the Most High Yahweh doesn't, you know. So, and also, it's another account when Yahweh Shai was talking to Philip. Philip had made a statement. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see, St. John 14 and 8, it says, Philip said unto him, Lord, show us the Father, and it sufficeth us. Yahweh Shai said unto him, have I been so long time with you, and yet hast thou not known me, Philip? He that hath seen me hath seen the Father. Because Yahweh Shai looks exactly like the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. And how it says, then thou then show us the Father. Right, so, this proves, once again, it's like if I gotta keep saying it, but proves again that the Heavenly Father Yahweh and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai are two different entities. Yahweh Shai is not the Father. Now when it says in St. John 10, forgot to bring out this precept, because Christians will break down this precept wrong. In St. John 10 and verse 30, it says, I and my Father are one. Now this means that Yahweh Shai and the Heavenly Father Yahweh, they are in one mindset, and they are in total agreement in one mindset. They both are on one accord. It doesn't mean that Yahweh Shai is the Father. It doesn't mean that. It means that Yahweh Shai, the Heavenly Father Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Yahweh Shai are in one accord, are in one in mindset. That's what it means. So, yeah, I can lower and I was edified. Until next time, Shalom.